And a pleasant good afternoon, everyone. Jeff Phoebus, Sports Information Director at Calvin University. We are high atop Eagle Stadium on the campus of Grand Rapids Christian High School, and we are set to bring you a snowy Saturday afternoon of men's lacrosse between the Aurora University Spartans and the Knights of Calvin University. We have got a mid-March winter snowstorm here in West Michigan. Play a little meteorologist here for you folks. We get lake effect here in West Michigan, and we got a nice cold front that came in overnight. And what happens when Lake Michigan is not frozen over or does not have a coverage of ice, that water gets pulled up into the air and dumped down on the west side of the state as snowfall. And we have gotten anywhere from 6 to 7 inches of snow over the last 10 hours or so. And we have gotten this field cleared off about as good as it's going to get cleared off. And I think once the players start running around, that will also help clear things up. They'll use the orange balls today so that they can see where the ball actually is in this sea of white here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And the biggest thing is we will get this game underway. I know both teams came marching out, and they're trying to run around as much as possible to stay warm. We have a very strong wind that is blowing from the west to the east, toward the southeast, I would say. So that might be one of the biggest factors that these athletes are contending with, is just the wind chill and the wind. But the field is relatively cleared off, and we'll see how the footing goes. It is a artificial turf surface, so we're able to play lacrosse, and it's cleared off in pretty good fashion, about as good as it's going to be cleared off, and we're about 5 minutes away from the start of this match. These two teams played a year ago. Aurora won it by a handy fashion of 14-2. We'll see how that all comes about today. Calvin comes in at 4-3. Aurora comes in at 3-2. Knights are under the direction of seventh-year head coach Dave Hoger. He has done a great job in building this Calvin men's lacrosse program. He is an Eastern University graduate. He's got the Knights on a 2-game win streak. They had 2 wins last week, defeating Northwestern of St. Paul 15-4 midweek, and then one at Lake Forest last weekend 13-11. Calvin fifth-year senior Chase Sparling on Monday was named the MIAA Player of the Week, the Offensive Player of the Week, for his performances in those 2 wins. He totaled 10 points and 6 goals and 4 assists, while also contributing on the defensive end with 12 ground balls and had an 80% win percentage on faceoffs. He also, during the game against Lake Forest, tied the Calvin career record with his 17th career man-up goals, so that will be in play today as he can move into sole possession of that record. First time that Sparling's been the MIAA Offensive Player of the Week. He previously was named MIAA Defensive Player of the Week 3 times. So put it all together, he's had 4 MIAA Player of the Week honors, once on the offensive side, 3 on the defensive side. Moving over to Aurora, Reed Mayberry is the head man. He's in his 5th year at the helm of the Aurora men's lacrosse program. He has led the Spartans to a 42-22 overall record during his tenure. Done a great job, including a 24-2 record last year. A year ago, Mayberry and the Spartans finished 13-6 with an 8-0 record in league play. Prior to his time at Aurora, Mayberry was the head coach at Marion College, where he was the head coach for 2 years. As I mentioned, Aurora enters today's matchup with a 3-2 record. Most recently came up with a 10-8 win over Elmhurst University on Wednesday, March 15. Ben Strub leads Aurora with 12 points on the year. He's tied for the team lead with 9 goals with Carson Leader. Brody McDonald leads the Spartans with 5 assists to go with his 6 goals. Philip Gianelli has started all 5 games as the goalkeeper with a 9.33 goals against average and a .600 save percentage. Looking back at the Calvin side of things, the Knights head back on the road after today for 3 non-conference matchups in the state of Illinois. Calvin will play at Benedictine next Saturday, at Elmhurst on March 29, and then at North Central Naperville on April 1. The MIAA opener for Calvin is slated for April 8 when the Knights will host traditional MIAA power Albion College right here at Eagles Stadium. So there is your setup for today's match. Like I said, it's going to be windy, it's going to be chilly, but it is playable, and that is the most important part of it. I know that the athletes have kind of put on thin hoodies on their heads there, and then wrap the helmets around. I think that's going to be the biggest thing, is trying to keep your ears warm on a day like today with the wind howling the way it is, and just trying to stay warm. Of course, they have the gloves on as they play, so that will help with the hands and that type of thing. But yeah, it is what it is. And we will play with the orange balls. Not the first time we have had Calvin men's lacrosse in snow. In fact, we were just talking about the very first year of Calvin men's lacrosse. They had a game that was played over at Davenport University, and it was really a snow-covered field, and it really made for, from a visual standpoint, some entertaining slips, slides, and plays out there on the field. A lot more snow on the field that night than what we have here right now. Looks a little bit like a snow globe right now, as the wind is just kind of making the flurries fly around as it comes in from the west toward the east here. All right, we're just a moment away from our starting lineup and our national anthem. So I'm going to put the headset down as we get into the anthem and the lineups, and then we'll get underway.
Good afternoon. Welcome to today's men's lacrosse game between the Aurora University Spartans and the Calvin University Knights. At this time, please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Here are your starters for today's game. First for the visiting Spartans, a sophomore defender, number 1, Mason Susi. A senior midfielder, number 2, Luke Hill. A junior attacker, number 4, Brody McDonald. A senior midfielder, number 8, Connor Heck. A sophomore midfielder, number 15, Benjamin Jasper. A senior attacker, number 18, Andy Trinery. A freshman midfielder, number 25, Owen Spencer. A sophomore defender, number 32, Leo Brock. A freshman attacker, number 50, Tyler Forstall. And in goal, number 20, Phil Gianelli. Spartans are coached by Reed Mayberry. Now here are your starters for the Knights. A sophomore midfielder, number 1, Thomas Smith. A sophomore attacker, number 4, Cole McKinney. A junior defender, number 13, Micah Vandenberg. A senior midfielder, number 17, Chase Farling. A senior midfielder, number 18, Robert Miner. A sophomore defender, number 22, Josh Gage. A junior defender, number 23, Ethan Boland. A sophomore attacker, number 35, Josh Moyer. A senior attacker, number 42, Josh Newhouse. And in goal, number 21, junior, Corbin Schaumburg. The Knights are coached by Dave Hoger.
All right, ready to go here for the Kelvin Aurora Snow Globe game. That's what we're going to dub it here at Eagle Stadium. And we are ready for the opening face-off. And let's see, it looks like Nate Hansen for the Knights will be in there. And who do we have for Aurora? There we go, Luke Hill. So my spotter here for today is Seth Hewitt. He'll be helping out on the broadcast, really appreciate that. So Hill over Hansen with the orange ball. And the face-off will be won by the Spartans. And we'll see how the footing goes in this game. Can start to see the snow accumulate a little bit here. Oh, almost a lost ball by Hill, who's still in possession. About 60 on the shot clock. It's Ben Strub. He's just going to hang on to the ball. And he will make a charge toward the net. Some left-handers on this Aurora side. Owen Spencer in possession right now. .30 on the shot clock. As the ball comes around the horn. Strub again, and they're just moving it around the perimeter. Now on the tack, Carson Leader. Behind the net, out in front, and we've got a pass that's going to sail out of bounds, so it'll be a turnover by the Spartans. The Knights will take over near the midfield area. Josh Moyer will flip it back to his teammate Ethan Bolins, who's one of the brave ones here. He is playing in shorts. Chicago area native. Of course, his father Eric was my suite mate back in the day, back when we were Kelvin College. I've known the Bolins family for a long time, and what do we have here? A turnover by the Knights. Looks like Newhouse had an infraction, so it'll go to Aurora and they'll have the clear attempt. Goes to the keeper, Gianelli. You got a little sun trying to peek out through the snowflakes. Long bomb pass, and it's going to be turned over again by Aurora.
Then the sun's going to come out and blind them, and then it'll snow again. Then the next band.
Thomas Smith, sophomore at Grosse Pointe Farms. He's had a really good season for the Knights thus far, and he will carry the ball across midfield. Robert Miner of Littleton, Colorado, playing the ball over to Sparling, and now Smith on the attack. Goes back there to Newhouse and gets the return feed. He shoots, and it's off the side netting, and the goalie in the crease will pick it up, Gianelli. Aurora with the ball. And they've got it behind the Kelvin net.
Really?
25 in the shot clock and a battle for the ball behind the net. And what do we have here? A push on Kelvin, so Aurora will maintain possession.
Let's go defense!
And the Spartans, that's Rylan Pura with the ball. Oh, and losing it momentarily was Chris Bucci. Gets it back. On the attack, McDonald. Yeah, we got the sun now, peeking out. And a pass that goes over the head of Bucci, and another turnover by the Spartans.
Let's go, Micah!
Trying to clear the ball up the field. Micah Vandenberg
Let's go, Chuck!
feeds it to August Bryan. One hot pass is successful to Josh Moyer. Moyer, sophomore attacker out of Laura Station, Pennsylvania, to Allentown Central Catholic. Nick Griffith, sophomore from Geneva, Florida. Will play it in the center, and a shot goes a little wide. Picked up, though, and a shot up in front, and a great save by the keeper, Gianelli, and he keeps this game scoreless. Clear attempt the other way. It's going to be unsuccessful. Good back check by Kelvin's Nick Griffith, and here comes Kelvin with the ball again. That is Cole McKinney out of Mission Viejo, California. Now Christian Kohler, and a shot and a save by the keeper. Again, Gianelli, he's been busy early on, and he's been good. Tries to clear it up the field, a race for the ball, and it's right there on the marker, and Aurora picks it up. That is Kyle Bossart. And look out, here is Aurora up in front, had a 2-on-1, and they could not hang on to the ball, and Schaumburg, the goalie, snares it out of the air. Here comes Kelvin the other way on the clear. Snow seems to have let up a bit. That is Moyer with the ball. Back in the end zone area, which is pretty snow-filled. Jay Sparling at the top of the attack. Finds Cole McKinney, one of the twins on this team. To the middle, and a shot, and another great save by Gianelli. Sparling gets it back. That was the quick one-timer. I think that was Minor with the shot. Kelvin will maintain possession here. Moyer behind the net. Gianelli's been really stout early in this contest. Twisting and turning there is Ethan Curtis, senior out of Grand Rapids Forest Hills Northern High School. Cole McKinney now. Playing it back to Moyer. Moyer being aggressively marked by Ben Strubb. And he'll force the turnover. So Aurora will get the ball, and Strubb will take it up the field, get it to his goalie.
Let's go,
here come the Spartans. Leo Brock with it. Now Zach Bernstein. Owen Spencer, a freshman from Blaine, Minnesota, along the right wing for Aurora. Passes it in behind, and that was Tyler Forstall. It's out of St. Louis, Missouri. 7:40 left here in the first period, no score. A shot from deep and a save, I believe, by Schaumburg. Got a piece of it, deflects it out of bounds. Forstall on the attack. Twisting, turning. And look out, a shot and a goal as Schaumburg came out of his crease, and the wraparound, I believe, is number, is that 18, I believe? Yep, number 18, Andy Trineri on the goal. So 7:25 left. First period, Aurora leads at 1-0.
Andy Trineri, assisted by number 50, Tyler Forstall.
Face-off won by the Spartans. That's Luke Hill to Bernstein. Bernstein will bring it into the attacking third. Forstall 6 foot, freshman. Now the snow starts to swirl again. Brody McDonald, 6-foot junior attacker out of Huntington Beach, California. We've got California and Florida represented here in this contest, and I can guarantee you they do not get weather conditions like this in that state. Here is a shot from deep and turned aside by Schaumburg. Looked like Ben Strub with that left-handed shot. 6.5 to go, first period. Forstall has the ball, about 28 on the shot clock. Behind the net, and a good snag by the Spartans. Trying to turn inside is Spencer. Plays it back to Trineri. And shot clock winding down. Ben Strub, 10 on the shot clock. He will shoot and score. Came in from a tight angle, and he went up and over the far shoulder of Schaumburg, and it's 2-0 Spartans. So that was Ben Strub, sophomore out of River Falls, Wisconsin. And another face-off coming up. It's like Evan Rohde for Kelvin and Luke Hill for the Spartans. And Hill's going to win that face-off and charge right down the field. And a turnover there, and a turnover right back. Turnover initially went to Kelvin's Micah Vanderberg, and he lost the ball, and Brody McDonald scooped it up for Aurora. 2-0 Spartans. 5:45 left, first quarter, here at Eagle Stadium on the campus of Grand Rapids Christian High School. We're supposed to have a women's lacrosse game earlier today, and that one was snowed out. It was going to be at a different facility. Couldn't get the field cleared off. My understanding is that game will be made up Monday night, but Kelvin will actually travel now to Baldwin Wallace rather than hosting the game. Don't have a start time on that yet, but that's the way that one is looking. Aurora on the attack here. Brody McDonald. Defense up top there by Kelvin's Josh Gage, but the Spartans doing a good job of maintaining possession of the ball right now. Knights have not had much of the ball over the last 5-6 minutes. 15 on the shot clock here. Top of the attack area, beg your pardon, that's Mikhail Bayan, and a shot and a goal for Aurora. Schaumburg was beaten on that one, and I did not see who scored that one. It looked like Chris Bucci, says my spotter here, so that will make it 3-0 with 4:48 to go, and I think Kelvin is going to call a timeout.
Aurora goal scorer by number 6, Chris Bucci. Assisted by number 22, Mikhail Bayan.
Is that actually in discussion?
It was last year. Wasn't it gonna be outside?
4:48 left.
Oh.
First quarter, again, the sun trying to peek out here at Eagle Stadium amidst the snowflakes, and the wind is whipping pretty aggressively, now going right toward the south.
Let's go, Knights!
Luke Hill, who's been good in the face-off area, will take it for the Spartans, and I can't see who it is for Kelvin. Is that number 9? Nate Hansen, I believe? Yep, all right, it is. And battle for the ball, and oh, it comes loose, and Aurora comes up with it. Momentarily, it was Kelvin's Nick Batanto who had it, but then lost it. got spilled to the ground, and the ball went flying, and Aurora scooped it up. Brody McDonald will send it up near the midfield area, and that is Owen Spencer on it. Ben Strub to McDonald. Four nothing here, just under 4 minutes left, first quarter. Owen Spencer, Aurora with all of the ball possession right now. And twisting and turning is Ben Strub. Shoots, and a goal from the slot. He really jived and planted and fired the P home into the back of the net, and it's 4-0. It's all Aurora right now. They've got the Knights back on their heels. Knights would just like to have a bit of the ball right now.
17, Ben Strub.
And Aurora is keeping the Knights from doing that. But Evan Rohde now for Kelvin in the face-off to go up against Hill. Hill, who is a 5'7" senior out of Long Beach, California, and I think we're going to have an infraction on Hill. No, on Kelvin, yeah. I think Hansen was holding to try to get that ball, so the face-off win will go to Aurora. Face-off violation. This Nate Cashmore, Jr. from Grace Lake, Illinois, an area that Kelvin has had a fair amount of athletes come from. Mikhail Bayan had it for a bit, a shot and a save. Sean Bergana, look out, and it comes right to the crease, and stuffing it on the ground was Bolins, who himself is out of the Grace Lake area, Round Lake, Illinois to be exact. Knights trying to possess it, and they will not. Here comes Aurora right down the field. Nice ground ball pickup by Austin Spokley. And now it's Forstall with the ball.
Go defense!
Back behind the cage, Forstall again. And Aurora just playing keep away. Keeping the Kelvin defense on his heels. Look out. We had a little collision there with Carson Leader. He'll hang on to the ball. It goes back to McDonald. You hear the Kelvin faithful trying to urge their team on, but right now it's all Aurora with the ball. Strub.
You guys can share this seat.
We'll send it outside, and on the attack here is a shot from the wing, and it was blocked. That was Trineri who tried to fire it. Goes out of bounds off of Kelvin, so Aurora will maintain the possession here with about 1:35 left, first quarter. Pass in the middle, and it will go wayward over midfield, so that'll be a turnover, and actually the shot clock horn went off as well, so the Knights will pick up the ball near midfield, and they'll get their attack on for the first time in a while. I see Chase Sparling there, along with Newhouse, Ethan Curtis. And the Knights have the ball here for a bit, down 4-0. Minute 15 left, first quarter. Curtis trying to push toward the goal, gets the ball back. Shoots, and it was saved again by you-know-who, Gianelli, and it goes out of bounds off of Kelvin, and Aurora will take over with 1:02 left, first quarter. It's got to be about 5 or 6 saves for the goalie. Gianelli, who is a grad senior. He's out of Salisbury, Maryland, hotbed of lacrosse on the East Coast. So if his parents are watching in, shout out to them. Glad to have you on the broadcast. Your son is playing awfully well right now. Chris Bucci has it. 30 ticks left on the game clock. Shot clock will not be in play on this possession. Forstall behind the cage. Looks like Aurora will, for the most part, play for the last shot here. 10 seconds left on the attack. Chris Bucci being tightly marked. 2 seconds left. A pass behind the net, and they will not get off a shot, Aurora, but they will take a 4-0 lead with them after 1 quarter of play. Let's see. Looking at the scoring recap, we had Strub that scored first. Then Chris Bucci. Strub again, so he's got 2 goals. And I think we also have a goal in there for Trineri. So that is your scoring recap. And I will try to look at the live stats I can give you. Our goalie stats, Gianelli has 5 saves. He's faced 7 shots. A couple of them have been wide. He's had a good game here. Corrigan Schomburg has 1 save so far in this match for the Knights. Swimming and diving teams are in action. Kelvin men trying to push for a top 10 finish at the national championships. They've got 2 swimmers in the 100 freestyle finals tonight. Noah Holstag, who won the national title earlier this week in the 50. He'll swim in the 100 freestyle finals, as will Jacob Harris. And those 2 will also combine with Charles Platt. And I'm trying to think of the other, Bryce Minor in the men's 400 freestyle relay. They're also in the championship final. On the women's side, you've got Hannah Brown, Isabella Gable, Maggie Farrell, and Sydney Sunday, who will be in the consolation final in the 400 freestyle relay. And the women are pressing for a top 20 final team finish. They have done well at the national championship, so congratulations ahead of time to head coach Dan Gelderlos, the Kelvin men's and women's swimming and diving program. Got our stats here in front of us. Try to get you a final on D3 hockey. Looks like Purdue defeated the D3 hockey team 4-1 at the D3 Nationals. Yesterday, the Kelvin D1 team fell 8-1 in the second round, or the round of 16 of the Nationals. But great to have both Kelvin ACHA hockey teams make it to the respective national tournaments. A big step for both teams. And Mike Petrusma, kind of the director of the hockey program, and Jim Hartline, the head coach of the D3 team, and Coach Petrusma, the coach of the D1 team. Hats off to them. A lot of congratulations to both of those teams for their great seasons. Also, a lot of thanks to Kelvin Director of Athletics, Dr. Jim Timmer, his staff, Justin Tabrock, Assistant Athletic Director for Operations, for getting this field prepared so that we could have a game. You can see the sun out now with Kelvin with the ball. And it's starting to clear off a little bit, and spinning toward the goal was Robert Miner. The Knights in possession. That's Curtis, or beg your pardon, Thomas Smith. A shot, it goes wide. I think Kelvin's going to hold on to the ball, and they will. Josh Newhouse, the senior from Grand Junction, Colorado, Palisade High School graduate, finds Curtis. He will weave his way toward the goal, being tightly checked by Zach Bernstein. Newhouse trying to find his way to the goal. This defense for Aurora has been pretty stout, and then you got the goalie at the backbone of it, and Gianelli, who's been extremely good. 7 seconds left on the shot clock, and Newhouse is in a little bit of a pickle. Curtis, his pass will go wayward, and it's intercepted by the Spartans. Connor Heft will heave it down the field, and they clear. Here's a shot and a goal They find Zach Bernstein running right down the middle, and he had an unimpeded shot and fired it home from about 15 yards out, and it's 5-0 Aurora. Assist on the play
12, Zach Bernstein.
goes to
Assistant,
Kyle
15, Kyle
Bossart. So again, thanks to Seth Buitt, my spotter in this game.
I know. I think he went to.
And the Knights will win the faceoff. And scooping up the ball is Christian Kohler. Kohler out of Ionia, New York.
You need to get a juice at this council, all these stupid heads and chances they keep on. He broke 2 shafts and 3 heads already.
Trying to push his way toward the goal was Greg Gould, who's in the game, sophomore out of Castle Rock. It's like softball lost to Wash U 5-2 in their opener today.
Oh.
Shot was saved by Aurora. Josh Newhouse will go back to retrieve. Cole McKinney. And now Greg Gould. And going hard to the turf was Gould, who was checked tightly, weaving his way in. A shot and a goal by Cole McKinney, who beat 3 defenders and just willed his way toward a solid attack and fired it home up in the top upper right-hand corner. And the Knights get on the scoreboard. So let's see, that was Cole McKinney, number 4.
Assistant, number 20, Greg Gould.
Looks like Greg Gould will get an assist on that play. But Cole McKinney, number 4. And my graphics person doing the goals, I'm not sure we have a head and shoulder photo of Cole McKinney in the system. So we'll have to see how that is handled. But the Knights do get on the scoreboard at 5-1. I'm not sure Cole McKinney was at our media day. Our media days back in January. And we got a violation on Aurora, so Calvin will have the ball. Chase Sparling will have it. Finds Thomas Smith. So a little burst of energy for the Knights after that goal. Down 5-1 though. A shot, and Smith will fire it wide. Josh Newhouse finds Robert Miner in the slot. Sparling. Newhouse, a shot, and a good save by Gianelli. That was a shot from a pretty tight angle, but it had a chance, and Gianelli saw it all the way and turned it aside. Thomas Smith, a shot and a save right out of the air. Scooped up with a basket by Gianelli. As he continues to build on his save total, he's going to be close to double digits in saves by the time we get to half with the way he's going. Here's the clear attempt, and it's going to be a successful one for Aurora. Ben Strub will possess the ball for the Spartans. Strub being marked there by Justin Riddle, who was into the game for the Knights, junior out of West Chicago, Illinois, Wheaton Academy graduate. Loose ball, and it's going to be scooped up by the Spartans. They hang on. Trying to get to the goal here is Carson Leader. Ball will fly wide. Aurora will hang on to it. And that is Forstall. He's got the ball with just over 10 minutes left. Second period, 5-1. Aurora in the lead. They've got the ball, trying to turn, and a shot, and it goes in right before the shot clock expired. I think that goal will go to Andy Trineri. And the assist to Tyler Forstall. He shot that low, and it skipped off the turf and beat
Aurora
the
goal
keeper,
scored by number 18, Andy Trineri.
Schaumburg.
Assisted by number 50, Tyler Forstall.
I'd say Aurora's being very efficient on their, on their shot attempts. Try to bring up the live stats here. 10 shots for Aurora, and they have scored on 6 of them. And we have got a face-off violation on the Knights, and the win will go to the Spartans. Zach Bernstein. 6-1, Aurora. Ball goes out of bounds. Aurora will maintain possession. We've got some sunshine now, and we've got snowflakes. And I think we're going to get a timeout taken by Aurora with 9:32 to go. Spartans leading this one 6-1. Well, a boatload of awards coming in this week for men's, women's basketball players. Got Uchenna Ekageza and Jalen Overway receiving D3Hoops.com All-Region honors. And then Overway named a National Association of Basketball Coaches third-team All-American earlier in the week. First freshman in Kelvin men's hoops history to be named an All-American. Gabby Timmer named to the D3Hoops.com All-Region team and named a Women's Basketball Coaches Association Honorable Mention All-American on Thursday. She also was named a second team College Sports Communicators Academic All-America. That's the College Sports Information Directors Association Academic All-America program, the only Academic All-America program in the country, by the way. That term Academic All-American is trademarked by the College Sports Information Directors Association. Very prestigious award. Second straight year that Gabby has received that honor. And then quite a few All-America honors on the swim side, including, as I mentioned before, the national championship by Noah Holsteg on Wednesday night in the 50 freestyle. So some great happenings. And we talked about hockey earlier, but a lot of sports news this week for Kelvin. Aurora with the ball here, up 6-1, a little bit over 9 minutes left, first quarter, and scooping it up on a bounce was Ben Strub. Mikhail Bayan throws it up high and over the head of Tyler Forstall. Here comes Calvin on the clearance attempt. That'll be Ethan Bolins with the long stick and finds his teammate. I think that was Josh Gage. Yep, it was. And a long bomb pass to Bolins, who will snare it out of the air. Bolins will get it over midfield and try to complete this clear. The Knights will clear it. Well, not quite yet. Micah Vandenberg, he turns it over. Connor Heft will take over. One thing about this Aurora defense, got to move the ball quickly in order to get the Spartans off balance. Ben Strub. Have an exciting high school state quarterfinal boys basketball game at Kelvin's Fenord Arena on Tuesday night. I'm going to guess there's still tickets available, but they're expecting a sellout. We have South Christian High School out of the Grand Rapids area against Hudsonville Unity Christian High School, and you get 2 local Christian high schools playing great hoops at the end of the year, you tend to get a big crowd, and we expect a sellout Tuesday night. 4,800 fans at the Nord Arena. Here is a shot and a save. It goes right off the goalie, and it's right in front. I think that caught him on the arm a little bit.
Nice job, E!
Could not have felt too good. I think we got a new goalie. No, we still have the same goalie, Schaumburg, sorry. But he makes the save, and oh, look out. We almost had a wayward pass by Vandenberg. He's going right toward the goal mouth. The Knights retrieve it, though, and they will clear it. Here is Sparling, 5th-year senior for the Knights out of Novi. Played with his older brother, Griffin Sparling, for a few years. Thomas Smith, another man playing in shorts today. Josh Newhouse. Now Josh Moyer. Can't quite see about 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Pretty good glare out there. So here's a shot, and it never got through. It got blocked. Thomas Smith, and it just trickles up near the goal mouth. Leo Brock has it for the Spartans, sophomore to St. Paul, Minnesota.
Go, Cole!
Long pass across the field, and Mason, I believe it is Susie, will have it. Thanks to the Aurora Sports Information staff for the pronunciation guide. It has come in handy. And a turnover by the Spartans that goes off the stick of Trineri. And the Knights will get the ball back. 6-1. And Schaumburg will play it out of the back. Mikhail Bayan. We have yet to have a penalty in this game so far, which probably means we're going to have one coming up real soon, because I just said it. Christian Kohler on the attack. And it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover by the Knights. Josh Moyer got the ball popped out of his grasp. I think that turnover was caused by number 22, Bayan. Well, Aurora turns it over right back, and the Knights get it to Cole McKinney. And he turns it over on the wayward pass to Newhouse. 6-1, 5.5 to go, second quarter. Aurora on top. And bowling his way up the field is Leo Brock, and now Ben Strub. Ooh, got some pretty heavy contact, and Strub just like a bull in a china shop, forcing his way right down the center of the field, and a successful clear for Aurora. A shot, and a good save by Schaumburg, who went up high to deflect that shot by Trineri. Tyler Forstall playing back behind the net. And now it comes up top to Carson Leader out of Lincoln, Nebraska. .35 on the shot clock, 4:49 on the game clock. Moving his way in is Spencer. Shot from the point, and it's a goal. Great setup. Goal by McDonald, and I think the assist, is that number 25? Owen Spencer. The Spring Lake Park High School.
Goal scored by number 4, Brody McDonald. Assisted by number 25, Owen Spencer.
Will make it 7-1. Evan Rohde will take the face-off for Calvin, and again, Luke Hill for Aurora. National championship game in Division III men's hoops tonight, or late this afternoon. We'll pit Wisconsin Whitewater against Mount Union. So 2 Midwest schools. They're playing that not too far away in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Should be a great national championship game. Aurora will get the possession off the face-off. Luke Hill. And knocked off the ball. It would be a caused turnover by Kelvin's Christian Kohler. Causes a turnover and gets the ground ball, and here come the Knights. Nice play by Kohler. Brandon Einenberg has the ball. He's into the game. First time we've said his name, and the Knights clear it. On the attack, 7-1. Aurora in the lead. That is Nick Griffith. And he got bumped off the ball, turns it over, and got Zach Bernstein. Will be called for a charging call. Turns it over right back to the Knights. Nick Griffith. Well, this Aurora team has definitely got some physicality, and they have used it to its advantage. Pass inside, and they just could not find the connection there. Comes loose, though, the Knights with the ground ball. I think that's Robert Miner, it is. Double and triple teamed, and he'll get it out to Newhouse. They were trying to find Curtis on the setup a moment ago and just couldn't connect on the one-time pass. Here is Sparling, slides to the ground. Will lose the ball momentarily, battle for it. And we've got a Kelvin player who's decked, and now here comes the flag. So the first penalty of the game, and I believe that will go against Aurora. Josh Moyer got hit pretty hard with 2:56 to go here in the second quarter. I think that's Benjamin Jasper, who is the guilty party. Sophomore out of Tacoma. It's a pretty young Aurora team. Talented and youthful Aurora team. Now they've got the the graduate student, Gianelli in goal, but a lot of freshmen and sophomores in this lineup. Oh, shot never really got off the stick of Smith, but scooping it up for Kelvin was Robert Miner. Back to Miner. He'll pump it and into the net. Miner with a goal. I think that, not sure if that was, yeah, that was from Sparling on the assist. So 7-2.
Kelvin goal scored by number 18, Robert Miner.
If you're Kelvin, if you can get another goal or two here before the end of the quarter, build up a little momentum, might start feeling a little better about yourself. This game has, for the most part, been all Aurora. It's a really good Aurora team, though, and no surprise as we went through some of their accolades from a year ago. Face off, and it's going to be won cleanly by Eli Etzler. He just kind of scooped it right up and snagged that one. So Aurora on the attack with 2:15 to go here. Second quarter, 7-2 Spartans. Ben Strub pass the ball around to Owen Spencer. Thanks again to our Kelvin Video Productions team for putting this broadcast on in pretty tough weather conditions. Our man Justin here is doing a fantastic job. Highly appreciate it. Here comes Aurora. Pass behind the net. Comes up top, and a shot's going to go wide by Ben Strub. Aurora will maintain possession, though. 34 seconds left in the shot clock, as that one never got on goal. And trying to wrap around was Forstall. A shot and a save. It comes right back to Aurora. Look out of the cage is Schaumburg, and we've got a violation on Aurora. They'll turn it over. And here comes Kelvin on the attack. Bolins. The Knights will try to clear it up the field. Snow starting to pick up again. Pass through the center finds Einenberg. Battle for the ball, and he will lose it. And now it comes clean again, and Newhouse picks up the loose ball. And Calvin's going to call a timeout with 1:07 left in the second quarter. Again, they're going to try to get a late second quarter goal just to try to snag some momentum going into the halftime break. Just talking about that national championship game in men's basketball down in Fort Wayne. They had a Division III men's all-star game prior to that, and One of the head coaches of that All-Star game was former Calvin Head men's basketball coach Kevin Vandestreek. Had his former assistant Tim Van Dyke down there with him. So saw pictures of that. Kind of fun to see Coach Vandestreek on the sidelines again. Even though he is officially retired, he still is a part-time instructor in some of our kinesiology classes. Adjunct professor, I guess, if you will. So great to bump into him and just talk about life and hoops and other things here. Got to work with him for, well, about 23, 24 years as Calvin Head men's hoops coach. So 1:07 left, second quarter, 7-2. Aurora is on top. Calvin has the ball, and you can see behind the Calvin huddle there, the flags really flapping, the Calvin flag and the U.S. flag. Calvin lacrosse team came running out onto the field with that U.S. flag there. Seems to be something that teams like to do with these outdoor stadiums. See that a lot in football games. Running out onto the field with the flag out front. Showing some patriotism there. So here we go. Out of the timeout, Calvin with the ball, and now the snow picking up again.
Let's go, Miners!
Shot clock will not come into play. As it's like 50-some seconds left on the shot clock, but only 43 in the game clock. Thomas Smith trying to get in toward goal. Shoots, and a goal! Just what the Knights were looking for. 7-3, a flag comes out, and I think we're going to have, they'll wave off the flag because of the goal, I believe. Unless they call the infraction after the goal. Let's see what we have here. The goal will count. Oh, it sounds like a slashing penalty coming up. Looks like Kyle Bossart is in the penalty box, and the word we're getting from the press box is this might be a non-releasable penalty for the time that he'll have here in the penalty box. So 38 seconds left. We'll see if Kelvin can win this draw. Nate Hansen for Kelvin, and that's Luke Hill. I see two. I also see Dan Latta in the penalty area. So there might be two Aurora players serving penalties here. Faceoff's going to be won, though, by Aurora. Knights will win it back, though. They've got the player advantage. And, oh, pass will go over the head of Sparling. He'll try to race it down. Got a piece of it. And it's now up in the air, far corner. And it's won by Aurora. They should be able to kill off the rest of the second quarter. It's a little bit of a missed opportunity here in the last 38 seconds. Knights really could never get possession with a man advantage here late in the second quarter, but trailing 7-3. And that will be the end of the second quarter. With Aurora leading at 7-3, we will have a 15-minute halftime. I think the teams will try to find some shelter here with the cold.
me too.
I don't know, but I heard it's doubling. Well, actually, this is yeah. Really. said somebody was it from high school or here? But somebody was saying that you weren't a Michigan fan. Find them?
Literally. This video Brian Moreau.
That's right.
I can't stand it. He's like, anytime I'm like, yes, go blue or something group chat, he's like, Sam, shut up, you blue. And like saying like, you literally go to Cal and have a football team. And I just remind him that Cal Smith basketball team was probably so bad.
It wasn't long from the PlayStation Texas.
Yeah. No, I even remember when you were little, you were a big Michigan fan.
He's like saying that's such a lie. That's such a lie.
Oh, you've always been a big Michigan fan. In fact, I think Nathan tested me on that. Because he was mad about whoever was saying you were. And he goes, Dad, Sam a Michigan fan or not? Spoke captain.
My entire house is a Michigan house. My dad just does it. My mom.
Does your sister have her own mind? Is she in 8th grade this year? Wow, man. Your mom doesn't put much up on Facebook, but occasionally. That's how I get her. What's that? Oh yeah, but I mean, that's how I figure out. I haven't posted much lately. Is that right?
Usually ended up like with all the child. It's all the child photos. So my mom just sends them to me. And then I occasionally post them on my private Snapchat story without telling them ahead of time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I should find some more
You
embarrassing.
can't tell me that's good context though.
I probably have some of you when you were little too. So
I
you
would
can get a
try
little,
to try.
you can get a little revenge.
Whenever I get those photos, I just go home.
Well, that's,
I got this one like flipping up with Bear Cradle.
I guess
Like,
not.
It was him pushing me one of the cars and safety.
wait, you were. I know, but you were 3rd grade when you moved to Naperville, weren't you?
I did safety coming up.
Oh.
Our Rockbridge is probably
Oh, you were in Rockbridge. No, I mean not Rockbridge. You were in. Where were you before?
the far side.
I thought you.
It's like less than 20 minutes.
I thought you didn't live in Naperville before you moved to Rockbridge.
No, so we moved from like the west side part of the side too much, and then but I was only in down. We were in
back so that you can go with me to the game on Monday? Well, so I have to drive all the way down to Cleveland and back mic because I'm going to be driving, remember?
I know, Dad. That's why I said that.
You had drain damage?
No, I said you didn't back it. I know you need that to change.
All right, back here at Eagles Stadium, Jeff Vivas, Sports Information Director, Calvin University. Aurora leading at 7-3. Looking at our halftime stats, shots are pretty even. Aurora with 17, 16 for Calvin. Overall team ground ball, 17 for Aurora, 14 for Calvin. Not a ton of penalties, but Aurora has been very efficient on its shooting, scoring 7 times on the 17 shots. Calvin's got the three goals on 16 shots. Corgan Schomburg of Calvin in goal has 4 saves, and for Aurora, Philip Gianelli, he has 6 saves. He had a bunch early in the game. Face-offs have also been key, as Aurora has won 8 of 12, and of course Calvin, if you do the math, has won the remaining 4. So 7-3. Aurora, and looks like the snow is kind of blown through here now. Don't really see much snow here anymore, but the wind is still strong. We'll see how that plays into things. So getting ready here for the second half, third quarter to be exact. And Luke Hill will go back out for the Spartans, and we'll see who is out there for Calvin. Looks like Sparling will go out there to try to win some face-offs for Calvin. Well, here I'm talking about the snow disappearing, and now it's coming back down. Loose ball, and the Knights are going to win that faceoff. Sparling will win it, and it's picked up by Robert Miner. Knights on the attack, down 7-3. They'd love an early third period goal. Miner finds Thomas Smith, and coming back and almost intercepting. Look out, a race for the ball, and it is Calvin coming up with it. Miner, and now he is checked, and he's going to turn it over. Good defensive play by Zach Bernstein, and here comes Aurora on the attack. Connor Heft, and that pass was intercepted. Now a battle for it, and it's right out in front of the Calvin net as the snow is starting to whip again. And the Knights on the clear. I think that is Bolins. It is. Up the left sideline, across midfield. Long stick midfielder, and finds Sparling. Nice inside-outside move by Sparling, and he'll clear it successfully for the maroon and gold. You can feel that wind up here in the press box. It's got to be challenging down on the field as a player. That is Curtis finding Sparling cutting and unable to come up with it. Was Miner. It trickles back up top. Knights retain possession. Snow globe conditions. Sparling charging toward the net and a shot, and a good save by the keeper Gianelli. Reaches up, stabs it, snares it out of the air, and here comes Aurora on the clear. Up over the Kelvin defense. Newhouse tried to spear it, could not. Dan Lotta. Now Brody McDonald. They were playing with the orange ball today, and it's a good thing they are because there is a lot of white out there with the snow conditions here at Eagle Stadium on the campus of Grand Rapids Christian High School. And a near turnover, and there's a battle for it. Still a loose ball, and Aurora's going to come up with it. That's Owen Spencer. Shot clock down at 15. Forstall shoots, and turning it aside was Kelvin's goalie Schaumburg. 7 on the shot clock as Aurora will pick it up and re-enter the ball. They don't have a lot of time. Trying to get to the goal, stopping, turning, shooting, and a save on the shot there by Trineri. Ball loose out in front. Now are they going to call the shot clock horn went off. Thought that shot was on goal. And they're going to have a talk. Our linesman and lead official. Don't see too many of these discussions on the men's side. I see a lot of it on the women's side. Well, it looks like Aurora's going to hang on to the ball here. And they are going to put 60 on the shot clock. So I think they felt that that ball was on net. The shot clock should have reset with a save. And Aurora's going to get the ball. And they will re-trigger. Carson Leader will swing it around the horn. Brody McDonald moving inside out with Strub. Pass will go wide out of bounds. Aurora maintains possession. 11:33 to go. Third quarter. 7-3 Spartans. Making his move there, Spencer. And a pass that's going to go way over the head, not out of bounds. Turnover by Carson Leader, and the Knights get the ball back. Kind of feel a little momentum shift here for the Knights with 11:11 left in the third quarter. Good move along the far side. Can't quite see who that was with the ball. Looks like that was number 20, Christian Kohler. Kelvin on the attack. Greg Gould. Turning it inside. Finds Newhouse. Here's a shot and a save. A good one by Gianelli. It'll stay with Kelvin. Pass into the slot, and it will not be connected with, but getting the ball back is Cole McKinney. Like he was trying to find Nick Griffith on the setup. Shot clock at 28. Josh Moyer, and now Newhouse. 7-3 Aurora. 15 on the shot clock. Knights have to trigger. Toward the net, right out in front, and an over-the-shoulder shot turned aside by the goalie. 2 on the shot clock, out in front, and it will be Aurora getting the loose ball. With it is Gianelli, and here comes the clear attempt for the Spartans. Battle for the ball. Etzler lost it, and the Knights come up with a turnover. That's Kohler, who causes the turnover and gets the ground ball. Cole McKinney will flip it back to Kohler. Oh, and the pass goes too high over the head of Curtis, and Aurora will get the turnover. Unfortunate play there for the Knights, so Aurora gets it right back. Trineri will go left sideline to McDonald. Well, and there's a missed pass initially. Again, maybe that's where that wind is playing tricks with the ball here, and just generally the cold conditions, making it harder to focus. Pass up to Bucci. Pass behind the net. Comes around to McDonald. There's Aurora just playing keep away, being patient with the 4-goal lead. And a turnover, potentially. Battle for it. Goes out of bounds off of who? Off of Kelvin, so it'll stay with Aurora, but only 28 on the shot clock. Pass into the slot, and pretty good defense by Kelvin. That was Einenberg, who bumped the Spartan player off, and we got a penalty. And I think that's going to be on Kelvin, unfortunately. I'm talking it over right now. Talking about the men's basketball Final Four, our national championship game tonight. Also have the women's semis tonight, Rhode Island College against Christopher Newport, and then Smith against Transylvania. And then they'll wait a couple of weeks for the national championship game, as they will play the D2, D3, and D1 women's national championship games all in the same city, Dallas, Texas. So it'll be a very drawn-out women's Division III tournament. We have had that before on the men's side. No, that's going to be Aurora that's going to get the penalty. So beg your pardon, Kelvin with the man-up opportunity. That was Mikhail Bayan. 1-minute penalty for a check to the head. Knights with a great chance here. Man up, possession of the ball. And a pass up top, a shot, and it goes wide. Ripping that one was Thomas Smith. Kelvin still has possession. 55 in the shot clock. We've seen Smith score from the point. Will he shoot it again? He will, and it's blocked. Stepping up and defending it. Battle for the ground ball. Still a battle for it. The Knights will scoop it up. Smith, 42 on the shot clock. About 20 on the penalty, I believe. Shot from the post, never got through, blocked, and Aurora comes up with it. A collision and the battle for the ball, and it's Aurora. Zach Bernstein with it. And he'll be intercepted by Smith. Smith causes that turnover, gets the ground ball. Here comes Kelvin in transition. Sparling will flip it back. Oh, look out. That was a shot to the head, and penalty will go up. Kelvin has the possession. A shot and a goal from the point. That was Josh Newhouse. I think the penalty will get waved off because of the goal. No, maybe not.
Go, Kelvin!
See the Aurora player going into the penalty box. Yeah. Leo Brock will go in to the penalty area, and the assist goes to Robert Miner. And another man-up opportunity coming up for Kelvin here. Got Leo Brock. I think, again, with a check to the head, just like what we had here a moment ago. Officially, it'll go in the book as a cross-check, a 1-minute penalty. And a timeout taken by Aurora with 6:51 to go, third quarter. 7-4. Kelvin trailing, but they have scored the last few goals, and the Knights seem to have found their legs here, if you will.
They're doing the same thing, double stands like this, and it's got to be. But it's not probably. It's probably just two sides, just like this. It's not going to go bigger.
Yeah, I posted on Twitter the snow glove game, the old autocorrect there with the iPhone. Snow globe game, I meant to write, but seems like some people have enjoyed that one online. And the wonderful thing about Twitter is you can't edit your your text options there, unlike Facebook or Instagram. Kelvin men's and women's tennis teams are competing right now down in Mishawaka, Indiana against Bethel College. They're in action today. Both teams are off to really strong starts under head coach John Ross. Face off, and it's going to be won by Kelvin. Robert Miner with a ground ball. 7-4, it's a 3-goal game. Knights have the momentum right now, and they've got the ball. Man-up opportunity, a shot by Smith, and a goal! A man-up situation, and just like that, it's 7-5. Miner with a snipe from deep, and it's a 2-goal game with 6:28 to go. I'm not sure who got the assist. Sparling looks like. So the trusty duo, Smith and Sparling, makes it 7-5. Face off, and it's going to be won by Kelvin. That's been a big change here in the second half. The Knights are winning face-offs. That face-off win was Nate Hansen.
On the numbers, come on! Go, Christian!
Christian Kohler has the ball being checked tightly. Goes to the turf. Ball still loose, and what do we have here?
Maybe he got pushed from
Violation on Kelvin. So it'll be Aurora possession of the ball and a clearing attempt. Mason Susi, 6'5", 230-pound defender out of Dover, New Hampshire. Will snare it out of the air and move it up the field. And he's got some wheels for a big man. Nice luxury to have on the back line of your defense. Aurora with possession of the ball now. Ben Strub. Knights have had most of the ball here in the third quarter.
Let's go,
Forstall. And the snow starting to whip around again. Brody McDonald. Up top to Owen Spencer. 25 on the shot clock. On the turn, Ben Strub. Working his way to the goal, and a snapshot is blocked. That was Brody McDonald, and we're going to have a penalty on the Knights. Referee had to think about it and decided to throw the flag. We might have a cross check, an illegal cross check, or a hit to the head by the Knights. Looks like Chuck McKenney will be the penalized Kelvin player.
Let the boys play! No one's here to see you guys!
So a 2-minute penalty, it sounds like, a cross-checking penalty on Cole McKinney, or Chuck McKinney, beg your pardon. Got the twins, Chuck and Cole. So Aurora with a man-up advantage here, and we'll see if the Knights can hold them off or if Aurora can strike back. Knights have scored the last 3 goals in this contest. 7-5, Aurora. A shot and a good save by the goalie Schaumburg, but Aurora will be closest to the ball as it goes out. Spartans have possession. 4:35 left, third quarter. Behind the net, moving around, McDonald. Here's a shot and a goal. Winding up was Carson Leader, and he went up high and over the head of the goalie Schaumburg. We'll check on the assist. Looks like number 43, Ryland Pura, will get the assist on the man-up opportunity. So both teams coming up with man-up goals here in the third. And we've got a face-off violation on Kelvin. And Aurora will get the ball. They're up 8-5. Ball moving around the horn again. Brody McDonald. Here's a shot and a good save by Schaumburg. Very similar to the play that Carson Leader had just scored on, and he went with the same shot, and that time Schaumburg saw it. Made the save. Bolins for Kelvin on the clear attempt. Oh, and a nice move by Einenberg of Kelvin. The Knights will clear it successfully. Einenberg out of Norton Shores, Michigan, a Western Michigan Christian High School graduate, a former Warrior. At a WMC, as they like to say over there in the Muskegon area. On the attack, and Newhouse got belted off the ball, and now it's a loose ball. And the Knights will knock it out of bounds. Trying to get there to no avail was Greg Gould. 8-5 Aurora, 3 minutes to go, third quarter. And down the middle, and look out, it's Zach Bernstein. He can be lethal through the center.
Let's go, Calvin!
Brody McDonald on it.
Let's go, defense!
Owen Spencer, Ben Strub. Aurora kind of taking the air out of this game a little bit by just maintaining possession and moving it patiently around the offensive zone, if you will. Trying to knock the ball loose, but to no avail was Kelvin's Dylan Mountain. A shot and a save, and helmet goes flying off the head of Ben Strub. No penalty. Strub calling for a penalty. Didn't get it. Aurora still has the ball. Good save by Schaumburg. 2 minutes left. Third quarter. 8-5. Aurora in the lead. Pass into the slot, and a shot goes wide. And not sure if Schaumburg got a little piece of that shot by Carson Leader. Leader's got good size. 6'3", 210. Turning and shooting was Aurora. Andy Ternarian, a save by Schaumburg, and Schaumburg scoops it up. Kelvin will try to clear it up the field. Long bomb pass down the middle, and it is snared out of the air nicely by Robert Miner. And the Knights will clear it to Littleton, Colorado native, has the ball and now gets a return feed from his teammate, Cole McKinney. Minor twisting, turning. Being tightly marked by Strub. Oh, and there's a heavy hit in front of the goal. It will be a legal goal, or a legal check, and Newhouse is slow to get up. He is back up on his feet, thankfully. Turnover, though, by the Knights, and Aurora has it. They'll bring it up the field on their clearing attempt. Long bomb pass there is successful. Mikhail Bayan out of Wildemar, California. We've got the East Coast and the West Coast represented in this game, as well as the Midwest, the South. We're talking about Florida, New Hampshire, California, Illinois, Michigan, of course, Minnesota.
He's not skinny.
Yeah, no.
He's probably too.
Tyler Forstall. With 23 seconds left, third quarter, passing the slot, trying to get off a shot, moving his way in, and it's wide. I think Schaumburg got a little piece of it with 17 seconds left. Aurora still has the ball. It's a good save attempt, or save, I should say, by Schaumburg. Ben Strub. Now it's Forstall. 10 seconds left. On the attack, Leader. Shooting and a save right between his legs there and holding on. A nice play by Schaumburg. And the Knights will just move it up the field, kill the clock, and that will end the third quarter. It's 8-5 Aurora. So the Knights are down, what, 7-3 at halftime, outscoring Aurora 2-1 here in the third quarter. We'll try to get updated stats here in a bit at Eagle Stadium. Got some more Calvin men's basketball honors to announce here, but we're about 10 minutes away from the official release time, so we'll be good doobies here and wait till 3:45 p.m. Eastern time. So the snow is back in action here, 8-5, Aurora. And it is really starting to blow. And one thing, you know, we've cleared off the field as best as we can, but then you get snow that is piled up behind the end zone areas, and then when the wind whips up, that'll toss a little bit of snow back onto the field. It just is what it is. Survival of the coldest. That's how Brian Deemer would call it. He always would say if it was a real hot day, survival of the heatest, and if it was real cold, survival of the coldest. Just making up fun phrases. That's the former longtime cross-country coach at Calvin. Let's see who can survive the elements here. Face-off will be won by Aurora. And Carson Leader has the ball. Well, again, now we get that sun peeking out behind these lake effect West Michigan weather clouds. Knights trying to get the ball back here. Aurora doing a good job with the possession. Carson Leader pass behind, and I think that's a turnover, and it is on Aurora, and the pass went over the head of Forstall. Looks like it was a foul on the Knights, so on that pass. So it looks like Aurora will hold on to the ball, actually. And there was a wave of substitutions for both sides. 50 seconds on the shot clock. Again, the Knights trying to get the ball back. Down 8-5. Top of the slot. Aurora moving the ball around. It comes over to Zach Bernstein. Rylan Pura. And a good steal by Ethan Bullens. He forces the turnover there, went up high and snared it out of the air. Big time play for the Grace Lake Central High School graduate. And look at Einenberg picking him up and laying him down. Running through the center on the clearing attempt. Oh, and then the pass goes a little wide, and scooping it up far side was Cole McKenney. He's on the carry and he finds Sparling. Into the game and catching that pass is Curtis. Ethan Curtis. At the top of the attack, and now it's, what's that, Newhouse? Moyer, actually, Josh Moyer. Sparling. Moving in, and a shot goes wide. We'll stay with Kelvin. Shot clock at about 23 ticks. 12:46 on the game clock. 8-5. Kelvin trailing by 3. Pass comes back to Moyer. Oh, look out. Curtis will have to pick up the loose ball, and shot clock about to run out, and the Knights will lose possession on the errant pass or shot or whatever they decide to rule that one. So Aurora has it back, and they will clear it up the field. "12 minutes left in this one, 8-5 Aurora. The pace has slowed down a bit. Third quarter had quite a bit of action. We had penalties, we had goals. And it's been a little bit more methodical pace here in the fourth. Glad to get this game in, considering the weather conditions we've had over the last 10 to 12 hours. On the attack, Carson Leader through the left side, and he scores. Joined the rush. Got a nice cross-field pass, and looks like the assist is going to go to Owen Spencer. And the backside of the net ended up being open.
Aurora goal scored by number 3, Carson Leader. Assisted by number 25,
Leader
Owen
slammed it
Spencer.
home. So it's 9-5 with 11:38 to go here in the fourth. Face off, and ball's going to squirt up ahead, and Kelvin's going to come up with the ball. So a face-off win for the Knights. Josh Gage, and he finds his goalie Schaumburg, goes right down the middle and finds Christian Kohler. Go across midfield. The Knights on the attack. Josh Moyer. Twisting, turning, trying to get inside, goes to the ground and loses the ball. Turnover, look out! I think we almost had a heavy collision as Benjamin Jasper had it. Did get rid of it. And Aurora will bring it into the attacking zone. Forstall, who has been a tough customer for Aurora. Tough to bump him off the ball. So 9-5, a 4-goal lead for Aurora. Kelvin has made a pretty good game of this after being down 6-1 early. Got to within 2 goals at 7-5, and now Aurora scored the last 2. And they've got the ball with just over 10 minutes left in the fourth. Forstall. His pass goes past his intended target, Owen Spencer. Not sure who they'll give the turnover to. Could go either way. Bottom line, Kelvin has the ball.
I think it's the building size that's the issue.
Limits the whole thing.
Josh Gage has it.
My sister is now the administrator.
Titus Holloman into the game. He'll bring it into the attack area.
They were open the whole time, yeah.
Christian Kohler through the middle. 9-5 with 9 minutes left in the fourth. Aurora on top. 30 on the shot clock. Nick Griffith. A shot, it's going to go wide, but Kelvin will hold on to it with 27 ticks left. Well, we're at 3:46 p.m. And look at that, the snow is really swirling. My goodness. Josh Newhouse out in front of the net, and a save by the goalie, a good one, and Newhouse is down. He got hit in the head, and I think we're going to have a penalty on Aurora. And we will. Good save by Gianelli, the goalie. So we'll see what the length of the penalty is. I can tell you that Kelvin freshman Jalen Overway has been named the D3Hoops.com National Rookie of the Year, men's basketball. That news just coming out. And the snow is swirling here. You have fans saying, I can't see. They're not wrong. Thomas Smith from the top, and he scores! Well, that's the thing. If you throw that thing at the net, it is hard to see the ball if you're a goalie. It makes it 9-6.
Calvin goal scorer by number 1, Thomas Smith.
Assist will be
by number 18, Robert Miner.
Robert Miner.
Christian had that really good game.
Calvin!
That's the thing. They get down and then they just get up.
But that was like last year. It seemed like
Face-off's going to be won by Aurora. And now a loose ball, and Kelvin comes up with it. The snow swirling, 9-6, 8 minutes left. Fans fired up by the snowstorm right now.
Go, Mo!
Newhouse darting around. Christian Kohler, and he won't be able to hang on, and we've got an Aurora player who's down on the field. And he will need some treatment, and I cannot tell you who that is. But we'll have it. Stoppage of play with 7:38 left here in the fourth, with Aurora leading at 9-6. Well, Aurora player is up on his feet and walking off the field, so that's a good sign. I think that might be Trineri. Nope. That's Kyle Bosshart, number 13 it is.
Go Dewey. It was colder last year against Aurora. It was colder than this. Just no snow. But it was cold and windy.
Aurora will have the ball. They're up 3, 7:35 to go, and Zach Bernstein will bring the ball up the field. Boy, you could see the snow whipping off the far side stands. Here is Aurora. Tyler Forstall. A shot, and it's going to go wide. Not sure if Schaumburg got a piece of that or not. Carson Leader has the ball, 6:40 to go. Fourth quarter, 9-6, Aurora. And the pass will get loose and a battle for it. Starting to see some snow accumulation on the field again. And what do we have here? A turnover on Aurora. And Bolins will pick it up.
Let's go, E!
Oh, look out. That was a big-time check. Calvin has the ball, and we got a flag on the field. That was August Bryan who got drilled. Calvin has it, though. Wow. He got up from it. The ball will go on the ground to Smith. Knights will go up a man. Once Aurora touches the ball, here is Smith. Tries to slam it home, and he does. Just roofed it. Came right in and went over the top and dunked it. Dr. J. Julius Irving slam dunk. 9-7. He rocked the baby to sleep and made it a 2-goal game. And we've got a penalty coming up as well. And a timeout taken by Aurora with 5:44 to go. 9-7, Spartans.
Go, Chase!
So a big face-off here with 5:44 to go. Griffin Sparling, and look, we've got Kyle Bosshart for Aurora. I keep wanting to call it in my mind Aurora Trine because they got the blue and white, similar to Trine, although Trine University's got more of the navy blue rather than the royal blue of Aurora. It's won by Calvin. Griffin Sparling, 9-7. Leaves it over to Robert Miner. Here's a shot by Smith and a goal! And he got drilled as he was shooting that by Leo Brock. And it's a 1-goal game with 5:18 to go. Let's see who the assist is. It's like Josh Newhouse.
Thomas Smith, assisted by number 42, Josh Newhouse.
Go, Calvin!
Big face-off, and it is won by Calvin. Kohler. Boy, bodies are colliding here. It's going to be a frantic last 5 minutes. 9-8, and picking his way, Christian Kohler. Pass out in front. A shot and a goal by Newhouse. And it's 9-9. Nine to 9, and we've got all sorts of excitement. That was my son calling to say he passed his driver's test, so he's officially going to get his license, and the Knights tying it at 9-9. So how about that? 2 bits of good news, but Aurora has possession of the ball with 4:46 to go. On the attack, Ben Strubb. Oh, almost slipped and fell on the slippery surface. A shot, and getting a piece of it was Schaumburg. Wow, this turned into a great game. It was 9-5, and Kelvin with 4 unanswered goals with 4:31 to go here at Eagle Stadium. On the attack is Aurora. That is Spencer, and a stick is on the ground. Not sure who got the stick. It was a Kelvin player. Picks it back up. Here's Aurora coming right in, and a great save by Schaumburg on the shot by Strubb, and the Knights had the ball, and picking it up is Bolins. Oh, and it bounces through the middle, battle for it, and oh, look out, friendly fire. Einenberg and Cole McKinney bumping into each other, and the turnover gives the ball back to Aurora. Under 4 to go. We're tied at 9. What a game. Haven't seen one like this in Calvin men's lacrosse in a while. It's the Aurora team that bossed Calvin around significantly last year. Far side is Carson Leader. Battle for the ball. It's going toward the sideline, and he'll be bounced out of bounds, and a turnover. Easy pickings for Bolins just to push him out. And the Knights have possession. Long bomb pass across the field. Josh Gage. And that Kelvin pass will go wayward, and it's turned over, and Aurora has it right back. Andy Trineri. Brody McDonald.
Let's go, Gage!
Just over 3 minutes left in this one, tied at 9. Owen Spencer. Chris Bucci. About 55 seconds on the shot clock, so that's not an issue. Bernstein coming right down the middle. Pass out in front on a shot and saving it is Schaumburg. He's come up big, and Bolins collecting the ground ball. gets rid of it, goes way across the field, and keeping it in play is Gage. Gage couldn't hang on to it. Down the middle, look out, Aurora in transition and a goal, just like that, off the turnover. Looks like that was Owen Spencer, and the assist was Bernstein. Well, that was where the pressure by Aurora forced the turnover, and it's 10-9 with 2:26 to go, so a huge face-off coming up.
Let's go, Knights! Go, Calvin! Pedal to the metal, baby! Let's
So
go!
Sparling and, let's see, Eli Etzler. On the face-off. Oh, and it looks like Calvin has been whistled for a penalty, an unsportsmanlike penalty, and I think that is Dylan Mount. Was in the penalty box area. That's not what you want when you're down a goal with 2:26 to go. And Aurora will win that face-off, so they can just kind of sit on the ball.
Go defense! Clock's our friend, boys! Clock's our friend!
70 on the shot clock.
Go D!
Pass comes up to Bernstein. Through the center. Knights trying to get the ball back. And a shot, and it goes wide. Trying to get there, a dive for the ball. Who got there first? Calvin did, Schaumburg. And the Knights had the ball. Now he'll have to get a successful pass, and he does. And he'll get back in his goal. Knights trying to get the equalizer, Curtis. Finds Josh Moyer. Robert Miner turning it inside. Passing it outside to Smith. Ethan Curtis. 1 minute to go. Knights down a goal. Pass behind the net. Out in front, and it's deflected around. Coming up with it is the Knights, Curtis. Up top, Smith trying to get off a shot, lost it. Battle for the ball. Scooped up by the Knights. 28 on the shot clock. Miner will push toward the goal. Coming right in on net. A shot and a save by Gianelli out in front. And Aurora's got the ball with 42 ticks left. I believe we are at even strength, but Aurora has the ball. The Knights somehow have to find a way to get the ball back. On the attack there is Trineri. And he shoots into an open net and scores. Schaumburg had come well out to try to get the ball back, and the open net goal will pretty much seal the deal. Schaumburg has really played great here as this game has gone along. And this is going to be a tough one to swallow for the Knights, but they can hold their heads high. Down 11-9 with 22 seconds left. And it's won by Aurora on the face-off. One more shot and another save by Schaumburg, and Boland's got a pretty good lick in on Andy Trineri with 14 ticks left. One last little push here. Oh, Aurora will get the ball back. What do we have here? A penalty. It might go on Boland's and, or not. Let's see. Yeah, I see Boland's heading toward the sideline. Let's see if he's in the penalty box. Yeah, and he will. He got a pretty good lick. So Aurora will just kill off the remaining 10 seconds or so in this game. We'll pass it around the horn. It's been a very hard-hitting game. Rylan Purro with it. And he will throw the ball up in the air, and that will do it. And Aurora will hold on in the Snow Globe game for an 11-9 victory over the Knights of Calvin University. Very hard-fought game. One of the better games that Calvin has played all year. And I think when you talk to Coach Hoger, he will probably tell you that the Knights grew from this game, even though they take the defeat in the long run, or in the short run. The long run, they got better as a team. So a final 11-9. See a little blue sky popping out behind the clouds. And let's see, we'll look at the stats here. I think they're finalizing some things. Team stats, I've got it up on my phone. 36 shots for Aurora, 32 for Calvin. Philip Gianella had 11 saves for Aurora. Calvin's Corgan Schaumburg had 12 saves for the Knights. Leading scorer for Calvin, Thomas Smith, 5 goals. Josh Newhouse, 2 goals and an assist. A goal for Cole McKinney, Robert Miner. And that rounding out the Calvin scoring side. On the Aurora side, Andy Trineri, 3 goals. 2 goals for Carson Leader, 2 goals for Ben Strub, 1 for Brody McDonald, Chris Bucci, Zach Bernstein, and Owen Spencer. Again, a final here from Eagle Stadium. Aurora 11, Calvin 9. Want to thank again our video productions team for doing a great job of putting on this video stream and this broadcast. Until our next game, we'll say so long.